As we wait to see what a U.S. District Court judge will decide in the investigation into those seized documents from Mar-a-Lago, former President Donald Trump's legal team is asking that same judge to reject a request by the Justice Department to stay the judge's order until its appeal is reviewed by another court. Michelle Casada joining us here in studio tonight, breaking down these latest filings. Michelle?
Shannon, the Justice Department has made it clear that if the judge does not grant its request for a stay of her order by Thursday, it intends to ask the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals for a stay of that order. What former President Trump's legal team did today was ask the judge to deny the DOJ's request, arguing that a stay of the order will, quote, only erode public trust and the perception of fairness. U.S. District Court Judge Eileen Cannon has a decision to make. Stay the course with her order granting a special master to review documents seized by the government at Mar-a-Lago during a lawful search and halt the Justice Department and FBI's review of those documents until a neutral party can review, or put a hold on her order until the DOJ's appeal of her order is reviewed by the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals.
If Judge Cannon issues a stay of her order, then the Department of Justice goes back to the review that they were engaged in under the restraints that were set out by the magistrate judge.
Former Assistant Federal Prosecutor for the Southern District, David Weinstein, said this case is under scrutiny by all sides.
That's why there are a lot of people watching what's going on. That's why it's important for the Department of Justice to take this appeal to the 11th Circuit. And that's why they've asked for a stay of this order appointing a special master so that no precedent is set with regard to these types of situations until the Court of Appeals has weighed in.
Former President Donald Trump's legal team is asking the judge to keep her order in place. In its filing Monday, Trump's legal team said the court's current order is a, quote, sensible preliminary step towards restoring order from chaos. Chaos, Trump's attorneys say, stemmed from a, quote, document storage dispute and now an intent to, quote, wrongfully criminalize the possession by the 45th president of his own presidential and personal records.
So this is really a case of first impression. The fact that this is a case that's proceeding against a former president makes it even more unique.
Weinstein said we will have to see if the judge responds by the DOJ's self-imposed deadline of September 15th. What has been made clear is if the judge denies the DOJ's request for a partial stay pending appeal, the U.S. government plans to ask the Court of Appeals to issue a stay pending review of the requested appeal. And while we wait to see what happens, last week, in compliance with the judge's order, the DOJ submitted the names of 2 retired judges as nominees for special master, and Trump's legal team submitted 1 retired judge and a prominent Florida lawyer.